BTEC mail merger from HP Science Resources. So this is a guided walkthrough of how to use it. So it should be looking like this once you've downloaded it. Click through and you should have these documents. The first thing that you would need to populate is the mail merge plan. So this will be on the Excel sheet, and this would be your assessment plan. This is the exact same one from BTEC. So if you've already done one, you just need to copy and paste it across, or put yours into this and name it accordingly as well. The only major changes I've done is I've split the targeted learning aims into different sections so that the mail merge can pick out individual ones instead of just giving everything. Okay. The rest of the document is the same, so the same dates. For anonymity, I've put assessor 5 and other numbers just for a proof of concept. Once you've got this filled out, this is filled out, for example, for science, change it as you need. All of the units are down here, and I've broken each one into their counterparts. So, for example, 23 has been broken into sections A, B, C, and D, because I'll need a record for each of those. The next thing you're going to do is, once you've got your plan and you've got all your signatures, you are going to paste your signatures in the bottom of the plan here. So the way you're going to do this is, you'll name all of your assessors or learners with the same name that you're going to use in the mail merge data later on. So once you've got it, for example, let's say we've got assessor number 5 here. The way we get this is we go to the folder again, and then you'd click the signature folder. You'd find the signature that you're after. So let's say we're after number 5, so it would be this one. You cannot just drag this straight across, it won't quite work. So you need to right click it and open it with a browser. I'm going to just use Safari just for simplicity, and it's this path that you want at the top. This will be different depending on who's opening it on which laptop as well, so it will be specific to you. Once you've got that and you've copied and pasted it, you can close this down. It is that you paste into here. So for your signatures, you should have path links for each individual signature on the way down. For the lead internal verifier, it will most likely be one of your assessors, so just copy and paste that one. It's fine that it's there twice. This can be longer as well, so if you've got more than 3 learners, you can make it up to 20. It will still hold, it will still work. Okay, so that's the bulk of your input done. The last bit that you need to input is your learner names, their ID numbers, and this will just keep going down for as much as you need. These will automatically generate. Okay, so for example, we're looking at unit 23B at the moment. If we wanted to change this, let's say we want to look at unit 4A, for example, I would copy this, go to the mail merge, and then we want to change this to all being 4A instead. So you've got to go across to AG2, which is this box here, and paste it. It has to be exactly the same. Once that's there, you'll notice this is all changed to 4A. So let's say we're making documents for 4A at the moment. You would click Save. So once this is all filled through, you'd open up the sheet that you're after. So if I go to my downloads, and I'm going to this one, which is just the same one I've showed you earlier. So let's say we're looking for a record sheet. We would double click this. It will pull up an Excel sheet. We're going to click yes. And then for ours, you're going to click the mail merge data. Don't click the entire workbook, or it won't be able to find the right columns. So it's the mail merge data that you need, and just click OK. On Windows, it does run a little bit differently. I don't think it lets you pick cells. As long as you pick the right sheet, that should be fine. So what it's doing now is it's trying to get the signatures and pull it onto the sheet, so you just need to give permission. So just clicking grant access. Okay, that's absolutely fine. What you then want to do is navigate to where it says mailings, and when you click preview results, you should be seeing this changing. Okay, so this is our program title. It'll be whatever you've typed it in to be. your assignment title, your unit component, your deadlines will all pull through as well. So all of this will be automated. Your target criteria will also populate here. All you will need to do is type in yes or no, and then any comments that you have, and general feedback. Right, once that's all through, you can test that it's all worked because you should see 2 signatures. You should then, when you change to the next recipient, so say if I move to 2, we're seeing the picture hasn't changed yet. You're going to select everything by clicking Command A or Control A, and then F9. You're going to say that you trust, and this will update. Okay. So as long as you can check that that's all been done and all the dates are matching your plan, you could do maybe one other check just to be sure. So let's say we're going to learner 3, select everything again, F9, and we can see it's updating. That's absolutely fine. So now we're in a position, we've got 3 learners, so we're going to range from 1 to 3, or else it will just create hundreds for you. You're going to click Edit Individual Documents, or you can do it as email, it's up to you. This is the way I personally do it. So you'll see we've got learner 1, ID 1. You can then type in your comments. We can see the signatures there. You've then got learner 2. All of the data is pasted in again. You would just input your data. The signatures haven't updated yet, so you're going to have to do this one final time. So F9. Just checking a little bit. And once you've done this, it will fix it for each one. So each individual record sheet will now be perfect for each person. Okay, of course, yours will be pulling up signatures instead of cars. It's just the idea. Okay, and that is the record sheets done. Once that's the case, I tend to save it, and I would save it as a PDF. And the reason being is, once you've typed all of these in, if you were to send this as a Word document to someone else, they wouldn't be able to get these file paths. Whereas if you put it as a PDF, these will automatically go through. So by saving as a PDF, once you've typed in all of your desired grades, it will pull everything through perfectly for you. Okay. If it's for yourself and it's on your computer and you can access it later, of course you can save it as a Word document and it will still work. But if you were to send these to the subject verifier as a Word document, their computer will not be able to pull up these signatures. So it'll look like a blank image to them. So if you're going to send it to someone who hasn't got the file paths, i.e. someone who hasn't got your computer, just save it as a PDF and then send it. To do that, we're just clicking Save As, and then at the bottom of the format, just scroll down to where PDF is. Once that's the case and it's saved, you won't have to worry about the pictures or anything else. It'll all be fine, doesn't matter who you send it to. So that's one of the documents. Another document you can run through is the internal verification. You're going to do exactly the same thing again. It will be for 4A again, because that's our test one that we've tried. You're doing the same tests again. Click Preview. Just check that everything's there. For your internal verification, I've put all of the criteria here, so you will just need to delete as appropriate. So if this learner, for example, hasn't reached distinction, but they've reached merit, then just delete the distinction part. Okay, just check that everything is looking fine, all the signatures have pulled through. So if this is the case for you, select everything, and again, just refresh it with F9. We should see the signatures are there. Okay, then we're going to do the same. Learners 1 to 3, finish and merge, and we've got the same thing again. So assessor 3, assessor 5. This is all pulled through from your individual plan, so there's no typing it out and out again. It's just done in one swoop. These can be edited, so if this student didn't get distinction, for example, all you'd have to do is just delete that bit. You will have to fill these in, and then the confirmation if there's plagiarism or not, that will still have to be filled in, but the bulk of the work has been done for you. So that's the internal verification documents. And the last one is the resubmission forms. So this is going to pull the same again. We're looking at 4A. Same process, there's no changes. It will pull through a resubmission form for you. It's going to do the record sheet exactly as it would have done for the first time, but instead it will have all the things for the resubmission on there. You might just need to sign this again with the yeses or nos as to where they've got to. So if we're looking at right, if this does happen, it means that it hasn't pulled the right assessment plan for you. So don't remove any fields, just click cancel, and you'll see that it's just giving errors as the merged field wasn't found. This is absolutely fine, it's not going to delete anything for you. Just click cancel all the way through, and eventually you will be able to give it the right plan. There we go. Right, so if this is the case, click select recipients, use an existing list. You'd go to where your downloaded file is. That's my mail merge that I want. I'm clicking open, we're clicking yes. Again, we're going to the mail merge data, clicking OK, and you'll see all of those errors. It's now found the right path. There you go, it's all done. If you did want to change between, so if you wanted to do a lot of these documents at the same time, so for example, I want to also quickly do 4A and 4B, what you can do is, you'd go back to this, find 4B, copy and paste, go into AG2, paste it into here. This is all updated for 4B, as we intended. You would have to click save, then pull up your document again. You will see it saying 4A. That's because it's on the last Excel sheet. You need to tell it to update, so we're going to click use an existing list. We're going to update this, find your file again, mail merge, yes, same process again, and now it will update. So instead of saying 4A, it will say 4B. So it's a way of doing, you can do all of these forms in about 5-10 minutes. It saves a lot of time. Just remember to save in between, and whenever you're sending things out for the final time to someone who hasn't got it, just make sure you save it as a PDF. Alright, so I hope this was helpful. Thank you very much for your time.